Welcome to Real Life Topics Podcast, guys. What's good, guys? Welcome to Real Life Topics Podcast. You guys already know what time it is on a Thursday night, 7 p.m. Central Time. Shout out to everyone. We coming to an end at the end of the week, but welcome, guys. Welcome once again to Real Life Topics Podcast. Your girl Stephanie's God's Child and your girl Carmisha D Sunflower Soul is here to make your Thursday evening be a little bit better. I'm just saying. It's gonna be open forum tonight, guys. Open forum because there's so many different dynamics of life to talk about this evening, and I don't even know where we need to get started at. But all I know is it's open forum, and we need to get down to the nitty gritty about the dynamic of life. That's all I'm saying. Open forum. Thank you, God. Of course, the first and foremost thing that we do when we first go live is thanking the man above. Life will be nothing without you. Life will be nothing without the universe. I'm just saying, shout out to God. So yes, it's Thursday evening. Of course, Real Life Topics Podcast will be going live on Mondays, and we're gonna keep it in the morning on Mondays. So that's coming soon. Mondays in the afternoon, morning brunch time, something like that. And then Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Central Time. And then you guys already know if you need an interview, you need that feature vocalist, you need that event host, hit up Real Life Topics Podcast. So first we're gonna do a news segment. Let's just first and foremost start going with the news segment, things that's going on. Of course, if we do have people from different states, but shout out to Chicago. Chicago has a below zero weather coming. And so right now what's going on with Chi-Town is it's about to freeze. It's about to freeze for us. I'm just saying. It's the windy city and it's supposed to be negative 40 tomorrow, guys. OMG. I'm just saying.
Make sure y'all gas up your cars and leave your water dripping so your pipes don't freeze.
Right. Make sure you leave your cabinets open. Leave your cabinets open in your basement and stuff and keep that water running. Keep that water running through them pipes so them pipes won't bust. I mean, it's just food for thought. You know, Real Life Topics got to give you food for thought. It's a dynamic of life. So you need to know how to survive when it's getting ready to be freezing out there. It's going to be negative 40. That's ridiculous. But anyway, so that's that with the weather. Shout out to Chicago. And then what else we got going on the news today? What else? What else?
Shout out the Bears. We need to shout out the Bears. You know, because we kind of been.
Shout out to the Bears. The Bears did their thing this year, and it's only going to get greater later. In 2027, here we come. Shout out to Caleb Williams and the whole team of the Bears. Chicago did their thing, even the Bulls doing their things, and even the Blackhawk. It's like Chicago just opening up the door for you guys to know what's really happening and who's really that thing. And that's Chicago. I'm just saying.
All we doing is reclaiming our place because we always been top notch as far as sports is concerned. You know, we had one of the greats, you know, Michael Jordan and so is the Freezer, you know, all those people in basketball and hockey and football, you know, and basketball and all those things. So, you know, yeah, we're doing good. We've always been good sports. We just reclaiming our spot. So, you know, we coming
right. We just waking people up. Chicago just waking people up to, you know, what's really going on in Chicago. That's all. So, you know, we just waking you guys up. But yeah, shout out to the Bears. Shout out to the Blackhawks. Shout out to the Bulls. Shout out to Chicago, period, guys. The windy city is below zero. It's cold. We cold. We cold. And we about to be really cold tomorrow. So anyway, shout out to Chicago. Now, open forum. Let's get to the point. Oh, another thing is, too, I wanted to discuss and we need to get those slides up and things like that, too. But I do want to discuss Drewski How Drewski went live. I do want to discuss that. We gonna, get on into that or whatever too. I mean, it's just a dynamic of life. But I do want to talk about one topic because this is very important. Um, solid foundation is very important. Understanding is very important. Coming together is very important. Uh, Leading by example for our new generation children is, and I'm just noticing that everything is kind of shattering for us to a certain extent. It's like, to me, it's like, damn, enough is enough. When are we gonna, make a change, or when are we gonna stop surrounding ourselves, or why do the world have to be full of foolishness? Um,
I mean, but
uh,
to be honest with you, it's something that has always been a part of life. I believe just because of things like social media, it kind of makes us all closer, so we're more just aware of the foolishness that is going on around us. Because I mean, people been being people since the beginning of the time. You know what I mean? It's just being televised now. Like Tupac said, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be televised. It's being televised right now. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, one of the things that we are not doing, we need to stop glorifying things that do not glorify us. You know what I mean? As far as what we're eating, what we're investing our time and our space and our money to, with the kids, with the educational system. There are so many things within this system that are broken. And it's like we're trying to live in a system that wasn't really meant for us to thrive in. So as a people, we have to learn how to come together. It's so crazy because now they're talking about other races of people who are now coming to an understanding of how they've been duped as well, as far as America is concerned, and the truths and the lies that we have been told over the years, which is kind of just have programmed us to kind of be against each other. So it's like things like what we're doing right now, which is talking about it and trying to spread our truth and being proactive and actually living out the things. You can talk a lot, but are you being active towards those things that you are putting out there for the people? So it's just a part
yes,
of just not being programmed. Let's be able to move forward, and we have to spread it. Like I said, glorifying things that are not glorifying us. We should not be glorifying what's the drill music. That's music that is about killing and destroying. You know what I mean? We already have enough of that, but I mean, if we're not going to stop doing it and people are going to continue to do it, then what? Like how you gonna? It's like a dog chasing its tail. You never find the end of it. So I don't know. It's
yeah,
hard.
you have a good point about that. We just what did you wait? What was I getting ready to say? What was I getting ready to say? We have to not, what you say, not be okay with what's going on. What did you just say?
Yeah, basically, stop glorifying things that
Glorifying.
aren't us.
Yeah.
We
Stop
glorify,
glorifying things and or people that don't glorify you.
yeah, things,
Yeah.
anything, people, places, or things. Don't put yourself in a situation, a space that is beneath your way of being or your understanding. You know what I mean? Because that's how a lot of people get hurt. Some you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. You can't glorify what other people have going on. Like they talk about these internet relationships. How all in front of the camera, these people are happy, and you trying to mimic yourself, and you getting into it with your man because he ain't doing what you see these people on TV doing. But a lot of this stuff is only for the TV. A lot of these people are not living lives that are like what they're displaying on TV. It's all fake. So while you in your space and you really happy in your just your peace, whatever it is in your life, you want more, and the more that you want ain't even real. You know what I mean? Like you can't glorify things that don't glorify you. We need to
You
start
gotta,
coming
yeah,
back.
you
We need
can't
to start
glorify things
coming
that
back
don't glorify you.
into ourselves. Men and women need to come to a better understanding of each other. I mean, because like um, Rachel was saying, we have to be more part of the solution to the problem instead of the problem itself. We point the finger at each other and saying who did he. I mean, we're never going to come to any understanding if we continue to go about things in that way. Though we've been programmed to feel like men ain't shit, and men have been programmed to think women ain't shit, but the things that they're telling us not to love about each other, the things that make us great within each other, we just need to come to an understanding of those things within ourselves. we have taken on a system and a society that is not meant for us to thrive. And it's like we see it now.
Yeah.
We see it. It's in our face. So what are you gonna do? What are we doing? You know, you have to be actively understanding that you have to reprogram yourself because we have been programmed into some bullshit. We've been duped, y'all.
Yeah. Definitely been programmed. We have definitely been programmed to be up against each other. It's like tug of war, like a tug of war game. So it's definitely been and I just think both ends just need to have understanding. I don't think we have understanding. I also think we need mass therapy. Um Everybody should go. A lot of us need counseling and therapy. I'm just saying the way we operate, we out here immature. We're
Everybody,
doing unprofessionalism things. It's just getting totally out of hand. Totally.
the nation
Totally.
was built. This nation was built on trauma, and anybody who is descendant of America in any way, shape, form, or fashion needs some therapy. Period. Because, like I said, the other side is now coming to the realization that, dang, you know, we've been lied to too. You know, they used us to go against y'all whole time. They was, you know, I can't say what I want to say, but they was messing over everybody.
Yeah, definitely. It's called program. It's definitely just being programmed into that thing. Like I said, you had a big point when you said the men were programmed into
Yeah,
just
no,
being
yeah,
separate.
yeah.
Just being said, you just be up against it because it's like it's crazy. It's just crazy the way it's going now. I just I'm kind of disgusted and busted with the whole non-loyalty thing, the untrustworthy things about us, how we're presenting ourselves on our persona. Um, this social media thing definitely sets us up for failure with that.
Yeah, I mean, because
Definitely sets us up for failure with that. And
which
sometimes I just hate that we even had to have to fall into that. You know, it's embarrassing, it's unprofessional, and like it's just too much. It's just too much.
but these
We
are the
just get
seeds that we
together.
sowing for our future. Like the things that we are doing now, the kids are seeing and they're going to mimic it, and it's going to get worse and worse as it has in each generation. You know what I mean? So when truth is being told, people need to also be more accepting of the truth. You know what I mean? Like I said, everybody in America needs therapy at this point, especially with all the things that we've been through. You know what I mean? But we just need to learn how to better accept people for who they are. Stop judging folks. Like we literally, a lot of people have that field nigga, house nigga mentality. You know what I'm saying? Amongst us as the people, you know? Instead of us being able to come together. I mean, and you see it even in the higher ups. As much money has been passed through the black community, we all should have been up right now. You know what I mean? But we have been programmed to consume, you know, to sow into things outside of ourselves. We don't know how to sow into our internal being, to be able to heal, to be able to be functional human beings. You know? People don't know how to conflict resolve. People have anger issues. People got addictions to all kinds of things. Do you hear me? Uh, every substances, these phones, food, all kinds of just foolishness, mental illness that's not being taken care of, and a lot of the mental illness is being created through the trauma. You know, because a person only could take so much. You know, especially when you don't have understanding of who you are or even have to heal. You know, but we can't keep.
Right. Mental health. It's basically about being mental health. Mental health is real. And we need to start paying attention to that and taking that kind of seriously as well. I mean, not no kind of seriously, like mental health awareness. We need to be aware of mental health because mentally, majority of us are not stable. All you got to do is just wake up every day, and the way we even operate and the things that we do, the actions that we show them mentally, we need healing. We just need healing. So I don't know, it's just getting out of hand. And
It's been out of hand
yeah,
at this
it's
point.
just getting worse and worse by the days. Is taking it too far. But
I mean,
I just
honestly,
want to know what could we do to just have a purpose and a solid foundation. I'm wondering what's missing with us other than us being programmed, that because most of us know better and know this setup, and I'm trying to figure out why we fighting against that. What is in us to just fight against that and not
you're not battling against flesh and blood. It's principalities, the spirituality in high places. When you do not know yourself as a human being, you don't understand your existence or where you come from. You really don't even know how to operate in life. That's why they say the mind is a terrible thing to waste. When you don't have knowledge or understanding of things, you're kind of just you're gonna go in the way that you've been programmed to do because you don't know anything else other than that. You know. So it's like I said, places like this where or it's other. I mean, because at this point you don't even have to know anything. There is so much education and knowledge and wisdom at your fingertips right now. We just choose to use the internet as a tool for messiness and all kinds of other foolishness. You know what I mean? But if it's in a book, maybe they got it online. There are so many resources for you to be able to understand fully who you are. You know what I'm saying? And your purpose in this life. People are walking around, they don't have no purpose for themselves. You just every day is the same. And you got to be tired at some point. You know what I mean? So like I said, at the end of the day, a man is a terrible thing to waste, and the people are destroyed because we do not know a lot. We're not mindful of each other. It's easier to be docile. It's easier to be complacent. It's easier to just live in what you have become to be okay with as comfort, but it's really not comfort. You know what I mean? The system itself, the things that we fall into, just like with the Dursky thing. You know what I'm saying? People was appalled that man got up there and all he did was bring reality, things that happen in real life into a parody, a skit. And they mad about it, but was y'all as appalled when the people did it? You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these online preachers is not where it's at. And like a lot of people say, this is why we have trust issues. This is why we have trauma, because the things that are meant for our good are really plotted against us for our bad. So you don't really know who to trust. If you can't trust the church, then who can you trust? You know what I mean? These are the people who are supposed to be of righteousness, of God. They're giving, that they following the word. Nobody's perfect, and we know that. But you find some of the most ratchetest, dysfunctional things happening where the Lord is supposed to be living. You know what I'm saying? Where God is supposed to be in those spaces. And you wonder why people have turned their backs on religion itself. It's already not a mass understanding as it is. And then you have a lot of people who grandmothers died in these churches, and it was never a breakthrough in any way, shape, form, or fashion. We see people, and don't get me wrong, because I'm not saying all churches are like this, because nothing is an absolute. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure you have pretty good preachers and people out here who are for the community and doing the best that they can, but it's not enough of them. It's not enough of them. It's more of the people who are trying to play with the people's minds and take from them and build on their pain and their grief and their sorrows. And that's why it pays us as the people to educate ourselves, because all we're doing is being led like sheep. A lot of people go to church and don't even read the word. You ain't never picked up the Bible. You just figure, hey, this is what they say I'm supposed to do. I come up in here a couple Sundays after month, you know what I'm saying, after I got through clubbing. You ain't even really taking it serious. You just really going for your own mental salvation, when it's not really helping you in the long run, especially if you're not really trying to create a relationship with you and God. You know what I mean? But how are you being led to that when you see what's going on yourself, So you can be offended. People are people. Everybody have their opinions, but it wasn't offensive to me. I found it quite hilarious because he did nothing wrong but represent. And these are
right. He wasn't doing nothing but copying off what actually happened in real life.
These are our people. These are our people, y'all. That's the killer part. These are, our our elders. The people that we're supposed to. I don't know. That's crazy. What do you do?
Yeah, it's getting bad out here, and this cold weather really finna show y'all how cold blooded it is out here.
Now, maybe 2026 finna show us how cold blooded it is out here. 2025 was only the beginning.
Y'all start cutting up in the beginning of 2026 too. Everybody started cutting up
immediately. It wasn't even day one. Of the so-called New Year, because we all know springtime. So it do make sense that it's falling apart at this time of year, because this one thing's supposed to die away anyway. So when spring comes, it can be renewed. I don't know about y'all, but when the weather changes, I get a feeling. I get happy. I can't stand the winter time. I'm not a winter person, even though I'm a winter baby. I have never liked the snow or the cold. Never, ever. I mean, even as a kid. Yeah, probably, just for a little while because I'm a kid. But like, really, I would prefer to be somewhere where it's medium weather year round, get a little bit more warmer sometimes, but I can't. I don't want. I have to put on all the clothes. You got to warm the car up. It's just cold. Like my friend said, she came down here. She from Tennessee, up here. She came up here. She's from Tennessee, and she like, girl, I want to come up there. It hurt. It hurt. And one time, she said, don't. I don't.
Right, her bones be aching and everything. Huh? Some people can't do that. Some people have to live in a different state due
Mm-hmm.
to their health and the way the wind blow or the air and all that stuff makes a difference. I know that much. It really makes a difference.
But that's why we be outside in the summertime so thick. Because we be in the house in the wintertime. Ain't nothing to play with out here. You may go in as you have to, in and out, but ain't no being outside in the wintertime. It's cold outside. Nobody wants to be
I
out here.
don't know if it is because I had a few engagements this weekend. It ain't looking good for me. I ain't trying to go out there. So
So
it
that's
ain't
why I
looking
said
good.
would you rather be hot? I would rather be hot than cold because you know you can. It's still I don't know you. It's just better. Like nobody.
Yeah, yeah. I take the sometime like, woo, it's hot out there and try
Yes.
to cool off, then cold and trying to get warm. You ain't lying. I would rather have that as well. I ain't even
Yes.
gonna lie. Cause I do be hot, but shoot, I get butt naked. Fuck it,
Whatever. Dip in the
Yeah.
water. You guys, plenty of things that
Right.
you can
Drench
do.
myself with water. I
No.
definitely would rather be hot than
Right.
cold.
Stay cold.
That's
Yeah.
for real. Now that's true. But yeah, shout out to Real Life Topics Podcast audience, y'all.
We miss
I
y'all. We miss
see y'all
y'all.
liking and love, and I see y'all liking and love you. Thank you so much for the
It's
support.
the
We just open forum tonight. We ain't trying to get it in or get down to the nitty gritty. We gonna have to start having votes on what topic that we're gonna talk about on a weekly basis. But um this is just open forum, just talking about everything, everything that we need to do better because we out here in 2026 starting all over again and we need to just do better with ourselves. That's all I'm saying. Definitely, because I even signed up for therapy, and some people don't really believe in that therapy. Like, what I look like talking to the people with something? We need mass therapy. We out here operating like kids, and then the kids starting to be smarter than the grown folks. I don't know if y'all been noticing, but them 4 to 5s and 6 and 7 and 8 and 10 year olds smarter than the grown folks nowadays. It's getting ridiculous.
Well, not really though, because they lack the other skills that we had because of technology. So they may learn a little bit more faster, but they still way more immature.
Mm-hmm.
We got a little bit more sense about ourselves naturally, aware.
Yeah, the adults out here acting like kids.
I
The
mean,
adults out here acting like kids.
they on their Toys R Us kids. People don't want to get old. That's all. I mean, but
Yeah.
look at the state. Look at the state. What you looking at as you get older? What you have to look forward to, especially if one of the average general people out here. It don't look good.
We all just need more understanding. Please understand it. And we could have been rich. I mean, why is it the hold up with the come together? But I'm over it now. I'm just gonna move on from the come together and just do my
That's
own
why you
thing.
have to manifest. Listen, you have to put yourself in a space to where you are manifesting the people, places, and things that you wanted as a real thing. Vibration and frequency is a real thing.
It sure is. It
That's
sure
why they
is.
put your mind to it. You can do it. Like that's real. Like that's a fact. You know, if you put yourself in the mental space to vibe high and want certain things, your God, the universe is going to put you around your frequency. You're going to attract this law of attraction. It's laws of the universe, law of attraction. You're going to start to attract the things that you want into your life, the people, places, and things. And certain things are just going to fall away anyway because that comes with wisdom in life because you want more. If you don't want more, you're not going to get it. And you can say you want more, but actions speak out of the word. That's why they say faith without works is dead. You can have faith in something all day, but if you're not putting the work and action towards trying to get those things, it will not come to you. I don't care what nobody tell you. You cannot just sit on your ass. Energy is recycled. You know what I'm saying?
The energy is definitely recycled. The vibe, the spirits, all of that is a big deal. That is a big deal. I don't know if anybody ever noticed when you even have that type of vibe around you, it just throws off everything.
Mm-hmm.
You start getting around people and they throwing your energy off and your vibe out off.
Baby, I could smell foolishness from a mile away. Did you come
Yep.
up in my space? And you don't even gotta really do much. You may be like, dang, why she on? Maybe you ain't have to do it before I saw it. Felt it on you. It's something ain't right. And like I said, 90% of the time I be on point. It's a percentage because ain't nothing absolute, but I'm 9 times out of 10, and it's something that I actually engaged in and asked for. I'm a nice person. I'm a sweetheart. So those who know me, and ain't nobody finna be
No,
taking.
they say Aquarius is mean. No, I'm just saying
Just,
you're a little mean girl.
I am not mean. I've never been called mean a day in my life. Anybody knows me. I've always been this, smiling, and you know me. So
Shout out to Aquarius too. It is aqua season now. I even got a clap with that one. I had to put my clap on with that one. Shout out to Aqua Gang. This is one of the best times of the year, guys. I'm just saying, this is one of the best times of the year. Shout out to Aqua Gang. We got we got one of the co-hosts of Real Life Topics podcast birthday coming up with that this Saturday. In the next 20 in less than 48 hours. Happy birthday to Carmisha. These sunflower songs. And then Mrs. Success and Stephanie's God's Child is right behind Carmisha, the Sunflower Soul, on the birthday side.
Say hey, Mom.
Hey, Nina girl, shout out. Over there looking like Arthur with the scarf on. But yeah, Aqua Gang. Shout out to all the Aquariuses, man. We the best in my DJ Cali voice. I'm thinking pretty much the best sign of all the signs of the whole year. I'm just saying.
Well, from the statistics, they say we are the least liked. A lot of people don't like Aquarius. I mean, if you don't like me, it wasn't meant to be. That's all. I promise you. And more likely, But the one thing I'm gonna tell you, I do not care. I don't care. I do not care.
In the building, baby.
Sorry, y'all. I don't care.
We definitely in the building. So yes, make sure you guys come on with. This ain't even TikTok. I can't even say send us a gift and all that little TikTok stuff. I'm learning on TikTok. Can't even say that. But yeah, shout out to the birthday people. Of course, the whole team of Real Life Topics podcast had, the media man and the hostess. Is we supposed to be called hostess of Real Life Topics podcast? Aqua Gang coming up. And we're gonna try to enjoy that as much as possible, even though it sucks that it's -40 come tomorrow.
I would love to be an Aquarius. I just wish we were summertime people. I don't want to change my sign. I like who I am.
Right. Oh yeah. Definitely so.
I just wish my birthday was more warmer.
Summer. Yeah. Well, that's where once you become a millionaire, you can be somewhere warm for your birthday.
You ain't even got to be a millionaire. It's gonna happen. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to become a millionaire regardless. So I was just saying, it's coming soon. So it doesn't matter. You can be over there on the island,
On my own island. That's what I want. See, that's how.
Yes. Shout out to the entrepreneurs and people that have a purpose and want their own. It's time for us to be owners, guys. It's time for us to be owners, and it's time for us to have a purpose. What is you guys' purpose? What is my purpose? Do we all have a purpose when we wake up every day? Because that's something that's missing as well with us. Where is our purpose at? What are we doing? What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? Or are we just out here being messy and not thinking about things of importance? I think we should just definitely.
Okay, I ask a question though. Like my thing is, I've never, and like I said, I'm not judging anyone. People have their things that they like. Just like I probably got some quirky things that I like. I don't understand why we so invested in people who are not invested in us. Like our everyday surroundings, especially like with the internet, most of the stuff we talk about with like the celebrities and things of that nature,
we put our energy into things that don't deserve that energy, or things that energy shouldn't be dwelt on. That
I don't understand it. It's messy too. It ain't like it's not nothing that's engaging or it's wise that is teaching us, how to get along or how to live without the, something, to enrich yourself. Like I don't understand it. I don't. And we wonder why we are the way that we are because we're a product of what we see our every day, even our styles. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody was on TV with this. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody, I'm just saying, like what I don't get it. I mean, I understand influence because we are people, so of course you're gonna be influenced by your culture, but why it can't be in a positive way? Why is
Yeah.
the majority of things that we entertain is negative?
Because we entertain the negativity, but when it comes to positivity, we
It be
ain't doing
cricket.
none of that.
It is crickets. Come, let me tell you, it could be a fight down the street. Everybody gonna gather around the corner. Let somebody be telling you to engage in something to help them to support them. You don't even come. You don't even. I'll take your time, but let the messy stuff happen. You there with bells on. Nobody have to ask you to come on none of that. But when it comes to actually supporting people and positive things, even if it's just a moment of your time to give something to a moment just to give back to somebody outside of yourself, what is the
That's
problem?
just like now, if me and you would have went live and got to arguing and got into it or something, we would have been flowing with the views.
But look how stupid it is because do you know how many people are that I mean, first of all, that's what they've been doing, from soap operas and things of that nature. But right now the internet, the people create messy, they create drama for you to be reeled into and you looking at it and talking about it like it's real the whole time. It's like the WWF. Not real. You know what I'm saying? It's not real. I even heard them saying that football is rigged. They say
Might be.
football. They say everything is an act to keep us
Everything is the act. Everything is
distracted.
the act. And let's stop
Keep us
acting. Let's just get
distracted.
it together and let's just start building a foundation, man. Our foundations, we got the gatekeepers, we got people being messy. Nobody is really building a big, solid foundation. Even when you link with people and try to do business with people, y'all, people don't even last 6 months or a month or so. And they've been and fell out. Like, when can we get solid as a rock? I'm just saying. Why can't we get solid as a rock? Why can't we trust one another? Why don't nobody
We
have no
know what I
loyalty?
know. It's trauma. Everything that we've been raised in is trauma. How can you trust people? They put you in predicament and situations with that's just like you somebody who's never been to jail go to people. You putting people in the sheep with the wolves. You're getting thrown out to the wolves, and if eventually you got to act like one in order to survive too. Especially in the environment that you've been around and what you grew up in. Even though it is a choice at some point, that's why you got to be skeptical of everybody now. Especially when it comes to that almighty dollar. Cause
Oh
baby,
man, the dollar, the root of all evil, the
baby,
love of
that
money.
dollar, that dollar
For the love of money, baby, people doing anything, cutthroating peoples, and I don't get it. What is y'all doing?
for the money. Something
Mm.
outside yourself. You don't even care about your health, but you gonna get the dollar. You gonna get them dollars. Yeah, no. People think they better than people because they got a couple extra of them and don't have no morals, no values, no kind of compass about themselves. Nothing. No valor. No what they say. No demure about themselves at all. Because you got some money. People kill you. People be outing people for insurance policies and. Oh
And
my.
stop thinking money is everything too. For the love of money, y'all do everything, and then you think because you got some money, you on top. You ain't on top if your man, body, and soul ain't together. I'm just saying, you can have all the money in the world, but if you evil spirited, you ain't on shit.
Not at all.
You ain't
And
on
don't,
shit.
almost let me be quiet.
You ain't on nothing, even though you got some money. If that spirit ain't together, baby, or that man, body, and soul ain't together.
And that's why it's people out here who have it all and still wind up killing themselves, committing suicide because they was not happy because money does not make you happy. It is a combination of things as a person that makes you happy. So money is definitely a tool that can help you with your happiness, but it is not what you should just be basing your life off of and think when you get that now. No, that's not how that works.
Right. Everything is all good. Everything is peaches and cream.
If
No.
you have a shitty personality, more than likely people are not going to want to be around you. Just because you got a lot of money don't mean nothing. if your moral compass, if who you are as a person is not righteous and loving, and I ain't saying you got to be a pushover, but you have to have some kind of Yeah, nobody wants to be around no
You know what I'm
negative
saying?
Nancy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's all about the man, body, and soul. Solid foundation. I'm actually not even feeling good this evening. I'm coming down with a cold. My nose stopped up and everything, but the medicine been working. But real life topic still been on a hiatus for a while now. And we got to get back to going live every Thursday and hoping that people will join the meetings of the man. Join these topics, guys. If you want to join Real Life Topics Podcast, if you have any suggestions about any topic that you would like for us to discuss, please hit up Real Life Topics Podcast. If you want to interview, those interviews is going fast too. So I'm just saying, you want to interview with that promo package, you get promoted 7 days before your interview with a video too. You can't beat that with a bat either. But just peace and love to everybody. Peace and love to everybody. And I just wish that we could just strive to become more peaceful and just start doing the right things. Especially us with our new generation children. Like we gotta teach these kids something. I'm just saying. And we all over the place. And I think the main people that suffer from that is our children, due to our actions.
Keep it real with yourself.
Yeah.
Hold yourself accountable. We always talk about accountability, but keep it real with yourself. If you know you're not feeling the best, like you said, you need people to talk to. Sometimes you have to, and sometimes you need to go get there. You need to talk to somebody about it. You can't be walking through life delusional about things that's going on with yourself. Whether it be your physical, your mental, anything that's within yourself. You have to take care of you. You cannot do nothing for your kids if you're not taking care of yourself. That's why when the plane go down, they tell you put your mask on first and then help somebody else. Because if you are barely above water, you're drowning in your sorrows and in yourself. I mean, because a lot of us just push on daily because that's what we supposed to do. And I know everybody face small battles throughout the day that they may not even want to talk about because even right now in this climate, talking about your feelings is like it's mediocre. It's not like it's something that's kind of shunned upon. You get made fun of when you talk about what's wrong with you. That's why people are here killing themselves and everything.
Yeah, because people be suffering and mental health is real. People be suffering
We very
and and going through a lot of stuff. And like you even said, you can have all the money in the world, but you still don't even be happy. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So
But be kind
man,
to each other. Be kind to one another. Say a kind word to somebody. Put yourself in a better mood. Listen to some music. Take a hot bath. Turn your phone off and your TVs off and lay in bed for a day if you need to. Recharge yourself. Love on yourself. And then go out into the world and give that energy to others if possible. But you have to take a moment. A lot of us are strong on a regular and a daily basis, and we just don't take into account to the things that kind of just beat us up regularly. You gotta sow into yourself. You have
yeah,
to.
you definitely got to sow. You definitely got to plant that harvest. We definitely got to plant that harvest. So on that note, with Real Life Topics Podcast, I'm about to go drink me some Theraflu and Vicks Vapor rub my body down because I got a cold. I know y'all can hear it in my voice, but I've been doing better. So it's actually been working, drinking tea, things like that. So I'm gonna be back right tomorrow. I guess I'll stay in the house because -40. I won't be outside.
I'm gonna try to hit them streets, y'all. My birthday Saturday. Shout out to me, birthday.
Right.
Hey,
And tomorrow your birthday
how old
Eve.
I am.
Right.
I ain't
Well,
gonna-
shout out to Carmisha the Sunflower Soul, one of the hosts of Real Life Topics Podcast. Once again, happy birthday. Aqua Gang in the building. Happy birthday to all the Aquarius. Of course, we the best in my DJ Cali voice. Of course, you guys know Stephanie's Godchild's birthday is on Valentine's Day. You can't forget it. You bet not forget it. And I better be hearing from you on Valentine's Day. I'm just saying. Shout out, shout out to Aqua Gang. Shout out to Real Life Topics Podcast. If you need that interview, please hit us up. Check us out every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central Time and every Monday afternoon. We switching it up. It ain't even the evening now. It's morning, afternoon, Monday mornings, afternoon, brunch time, 10 or 11. Check out Real Life Topics Podcast on Mondays too. And if you want to join the meetings of the Mans, please join the meetings of the Mans because you don't want to miss these exclusive interviews coming up. the up and coming topics that's coming up, and those mans that's gonna be joining us. You don't want to miss that either. Thank you for tuning in to Real Life Topics Podcast. Have a good evening. Stay safe out there. Anybody in Chicago, please stay safe out there. Stay warm. Stay out them streets as much as you can. Aqua Gang, shout out. Also, shout out to Mrs. Success Media. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, Mrs. Success, the number one media guy. Oh, have a good evening.